Hey, what's going on? Old fashioned ice cream appliance boot camp. Facebook family and friends. This is Mike Sneed coming to you. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Great day for me today. If you didn't see my earlier videos, today I actually met with the inspectors down at the actual my shipping container ice cream parlor business. It was great time to go out there because I was nervous all week when they told me I had that the inspector was get that mosquito. When they told me that the inspector wanted to meet with me and my contractor out there Thursday. He wanted to talk to both of us. So I was like, man, what have I done? I was nervous. I didn't know what they were going to tell me. Uh, uh, I didn't know. I didn't know what was going to happen. But when we got there, like I say, it was a new it's a part time inspector, and he's actually training. I was talking to Slick earlier today. He's actually training, so he has the inspector with him that he's training. They're actually out there with him, and they told me he told me I was got to pull all the wire out the shipping container, and that was going to tell me ripping the walls and all that stuff down and rebuilding it. And I was like, for what? And he didn't know it was pre-wired with the white wire and had already been accepted at the beginning of the project. We'd already went through that. It was we didn't pull that wire. It was already there, and they had already accepted the pre-existing wire to stay there. So with that, we were good. I just got to add a couple of ground. He want me to ground out a couple of boxes. Just add a ground wire to the boxes and put another wire inside of a piece of conduit that's running through a junction box. It was a big junction box. He doesn't want to use it as a junction box. He just want to clean it up. So I said no problem. So a couple of hours worth of work and maybe about $30 is what it's going to cost me, $30 or $40. And he said we're good. So with that, I'll call the inspection. I told him I have it ready Monday. I'm gonna put it back on inspection for Monday. We'll be good there, and we can go ahead and move on to the next thing. But that kind of plays into what I today and everything that I'm doing kind of plays into to the title of the show today. The title of the show today is YouTube almost ruined my business, almost ruined me, my life. To be honest with you, because what happened, I came to YouTube about 4 years ago. I came right before, as they was going on 5 years now. I guess you say 5 years. I came a few months before, maybe 9 months or 10 months before the pandemic actually hit. And when I came here to YouTube, uh, no, I got what we would call I got caught up in the actual uh, money that the government was throwing out there. During the pandemic, the government threw a lot of money out there to underserved people. So underserved people were getting checks with 1,500, 2,000, $3,000. Not say underserved, mainly African American poor people. Poor people were getting sometimes the biggest checks they ever had in their life. And with that, they were buying courses, and they're trying to find things that they could do to make their life better. So they had an extra $400, $500 to actually buy those courses. So with that, a lot of the course creators, uh, we saw a bunch of money. We saw a lot of money come through during that time frame of the pandemic and a little bit after that, while the money was still there. We saw that money come. So we had a lot of us had what we call fool's gold, where we thought, okay, this is the normal way things are with this course creation, and mine wasn't just a course; it's different. I built a school, I had equipment, I was training people, and I had results. I had people who actually came to the appliance boot camp. I showed them how to actually start the actual appliance repair business. They went out there, they were making money. They still are, and was changing people's lives. So I thought for sure, okay, what I'm doing is great. No, I'm not doing just somebody putting something out here and just telling you how to register LLC and all that stuff. I'm actually giving you a real trade and teaching you my actual blueprint of how I ran my appliance repair business for 20 some years. So I said, okay, this I always wanted to teach and have my own school and stuff. I got it now, and it's very profitable. And at that time, no, I had mature appliance repair business that kicked off 200,000 every year. Every year, like clockwork, I was gonna get 200,000 off of that appliance repair business, and it was great money, and I knew it was easy money, but I got tired of it. Be honest with you, I wanted to change. I had done it for 20 some years. I wanted to change, get something a little newer going on. And I said the school was a great transition for me. And I said, and I can do the YouTube stuff and go. Well, that's what happened. So I decided to step away from my actual service company that I knew was going to work. It always worked, always kicked off the money, and it's still doing the same thing for my nephew, who I sold it to. It is still doing the same thing for him now. And I said, okay, with my school, and then with the I build the ice cream parlor and this and that. Nothing has changed. Matter of fact, it's going to be better, and I have less stress out here. Well, what happens? I'm looking at all the people on YouTube, like you all look at people on YouTube, and I'm thinking, okay, everybody's here doing this. This the way it goes. And then I start to realize, as I start to meet people one on one and meet them in person, hey, some people ain't telling the truth about this thing. This thing ain't some people never ran a business before. Some people don't know anything about. They don't. Whoever they're saying that they're a master in, they're not a master. And I start seeing that happen, and seeing people who actually people pay them to coach them in business, don't know anything about business. I start seeing all this stuff happen, and I realized then, hey, this YouTube stuff is fake, and it caught me in it. So how I learned about me getting caught in it, because I started chasing the algorithm, meaning the solid businesses that I built and that I know how to build. I didn't pay attention to the business. I paid attention to YouTube, trying to get views, and thought I was going to rekindle what was going on during the pandemic. If I could just get one video to do this and that, or if I can get in front of go into another channel where they got a lot more viewers and get them to go and do this and that, I could reignite this thing and go back for another run. But it's not there because the government has taken the money out. Kind of like what I told people about when people used to sell drugs. When the government was involved, there was a lot of money coming in for people selling drugs. Now that the government is out of it, there ain't no money in it. Ain't no money in selling the drugs now. So that's the same thing it is with the content creation and stuff. Ain't no money in it now because the government is out of it. And the people who buy courses and stuff, those mostly going to be underserved people who are looking for something to actually better their lives. Most of your middle income, middle class and up, they're not going to buy courses and stuff. Not for off no YouTube. Especially supposedly middle class blacks, they want to go to an actual school. They want to get a certificate. They want to go to a school, and they want it to look a lot similar to college. They don't necessarily want to get a business plan and make it go. Even though what I do it every day, and I know it works. They don't want to do it like that. They more so want to go to an actual some that look like a university because that's the way they've been trained. So the money dried up in that, and I found out about maybe about 4 or 5 months ago that hey, you're not looking at your businesses, you're looking at something that was never there to start. It was just something that was false, and now you're trying to sell a product to somebody who don't have the cash to buy. So you got to make a choice. You're gonna either have to make your school look like actual university or stuff, and do that, and you're not going to be able to do the weekend. You got to do something like a month because that's what they want. I get people call me every day. Hey, I took a course. Where you go? Where I went there. I don't call them the place's name and stuff. That's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. I went here and I was there for 2 weeks taking the course. But can you help me out? I want to start my business. I ain't learned nothing about business. But why you take my course? Well, I need to be in a classroom for about 2 weeks. Why? Well, you see all the people come here and take it, and I know, but I know myself. I need to be in a classroom for 2 weeks, and I follow what you tell me. But I just need to be in a classroom for 2 weeks. So that they were the people who will have the money to pay me. They're going places where they can be for 2 weeks. I'm not sitting in no class 2 weeks trying to teach you how to read a ohm meter and teach you how to change your heater out. It just doesn't require that much time, and I ain't got the patience to do it. So with that, I just say, okay, time to go back to what I know works. Get back into doing my businesses and build my businesses up and let them go. Lucky for me, I'm still able to jump back into my service business. I was able to jump back into that and actually get my cash back where I needed to be at to actually finish out these projects. And I went to work. That's why I no longer do Monday nights. I'm actually on YouTube. I care less about YouTube, if YouTube send a check or not. I care 2 cents about it. Right now, I'm building real businesses, and I'm recording myself doing my business. So if you want to see what I'm doing, it's just gonna be me doing business. It's not gonna get much burn. And the thing about it, you can't. I realized I can't catch a YouTube wave or make something go viral because I shoot at the same time I'm making this on the Appliance Bootcamp. I have another YouTube channel called Old Fashioned Ice Cream. It got about 3, maybe 400 subscribers. And the videos that I have, the videos that I make on it's the exact same videos. I'm going live right now on Old Fashioned Ice Cream. At the same time, I'm going live on Appliance Bootcamp. I got almost 10,000 subscribers. My subscribers haven't increased in almost a year, so I don't care. But anyway, I got about 10,000 subscribers. I might get 400 views on this one. If I get over 1,000, 1,600, 2,000 views on a smaller channel for the exact same videos or anything. So I realized then that YouTube gonna pick and choose. I don't care. So I just focus on doing my work. Well, earlier today, as I told you all, I'm out there. I got the inspector. I have 2 young men walk up to me. They're in their 40s. They're not really young, but they're in their 30s and 40s. They come to me. They ask me, can they get the scrap out the back of my truck? I got the old water pipes and pieces of cut wire and stuff. I don't keep it. I throw it away. And normally I would take it to my father when my father was living, and he would take it to the scrap. And he what you call I said now I'm gonna throw it away. You can have it. And they were like, great, man. We really appreciate it. They were like, they went over to Dollar General that's across the street and asked the crews over there could they pick up the scraps. And they told them to get off the property. And they were telling us, no, we ride around to the places they doing all this construction around here, and all we want to do is just get the scrap they're gonna throw away, and they won't let us get no scrap around here. And we appreciate you letting us do it. They said, I talked to a couple of people and they said you wouldn't care if we got it, but and they told me to go ahead and get it. And I told them, no, man, I don't want to be. We ain't going to be stealing from. We don't want to steal from you. We want to ask you and make sure it's okay for us to come get your stuff. And I said, yeah, man, anything you see in the back of that truck, you go get it and go. So they jump in the back and they're getting it, and we start having just a conversation. And they asked me what I'm building, and I'm telling them. They say, yeah, we heard there's gonna be an ice cream parlor when you're gonna open, blah blah blah. And so one of them tells me, say, hey man, I'm a Crip. I said, okay, that's cool. And he was like, but there's a lot of bloods that live over here where you're gonna be at. And I was like, okay. He said, but you don't have to worry about nobody. I was like, oh yeah. He was like, yeah, nobody's gonna bother you. We've been watching you, And we're very inspired by you being out here, African American man, and we see you out here building it yourself, and you talking to everybody, and we've been following your story, and everybody's inspired by you. Nobody's gonna bother your stuff. I was like, whoa, for real? And he was like, yeah, that's why we didn't come get your stuff off your truck. We everybody say they ain't gonna take nothing over here. I was like, wow, okay. I said, man, y'all don't know how well that means to me, because earlier this morning and for the last week or two, everybody's been telling me that I'm gonna have trouble over here because of the neighborhood. And he's like, nah, man, you're not gonna have no trouble. He said it's a Chinese fish market right down the street. Everybody goes to, and he said that Chinese man is racist. He say bad stuff to us. He don't treat us like good customers. He don't have customer service. He's just real bad. But everybody goes to him still because he gives. He got stuff that they want. He said, you're here and you're one of us. Nobody's going to treat you bad or do anything to you. We're going to make sure everything's good with you. And this is serious business. This is what they told me. The young man said, I want you to talk to my mom. I was like, what? Yeah, I want you to talk to my mom, because we've been watching it and we've been anxious to see what you were going to do. And we just and she tries to do something with bacon and stuff, and we just don't have no mentors, nobody to tell us how to actually do business and to get to the next level. And my mom, can you just talk to her for like a minute? Just introduce yourself and just tell her what you're doing and stuff, and tell her about this shipping container. Now I'd like for her to come look at it. I was like, okay, so no lie. He tells me the number to call his mom. I call his mom. Her and I talk. She called me back later this afternoon. Talk some more. So, but that's what happens there. And like I said, because I stopped focusing on YouTube, trying to get these views on YouTube and stuff, and I start focusing on doing the work and building what I should be doing and what I should have my focus on. Just forget about this YouTube and social media and start building the businesses and going out there and trying to rebuild that community. I got the views and stuff that I wanted and didn't know it. That whole community's been watching me, just like you all watching me on YouTube. They've been watching me out there working. They've been watching me out there sweating. They've been watching me digging those trenches. They've been watching all the stuff I've been doing out there, and they say it's inspiring me. And I was telling Slick, I was like, we something has to be done, because we're in I'm talking about ADOS people, Americans that descended from slavery. Black people came out who have ancestors that came from slavery. We got to make some changes, and we got to make some hard changes fast, because we're at the point now where, like I told y'all, the whole world has just said, forget about those guys that came out of slavery. Forget about them. Let them perish. Let them die. Because I was there looking at those guys, and they're not bad guys. They weren't bad guys. They kept calling me, yes, sir, Mr. Mike, and all that stuff. And I kept telling, man, just Mike, man. Nah, man, we respect you, Mr. Mike. So they in there, and and they working hard. They working, so they pulling all the trash out of that trash truck, getting every little small piece of wire they can and putting it in buckets and stuff like that. And cleaned up all the trash, put it back in the trash thing, and everything. And I was looking. I say they doing that just to get the scraps out the back of a truck. They was working 12 times harder than the Hispanic guys were over there, making $80 to $100 an hour building that building. If somebody would just gave them the chance, then showed them the trade to go over there to be able to make the 100,000, because they don't want to. They told me they don't want to do the stuff they do, but they say they gotta eat, and nobody's giving them anything, to the point where they don't even want them coming and digging through the trash on the actual property. They just done told them, get away, stay away. If you come on the property and stuff, we're gonna say you trespass. They don't want to give them anything, and they working hard, getting all that trash and getting all that stuff, and putting it in the back of their car. They made 2 trips getting the iron, and one of them told me, When they came back, they went and sold the first little bit. They came back and I asked them, said, how was it, man? It was a lot better than we thought, man. He was like, he had one of them had told his daughter, or I don't know if he had a daughter. I said daughter, but told his child and his baby mama that they were gonna go out to Chuck E. Cheese. He was like, yeah, I told him today I was gonna go hustle. We're gonna get out to Chuck E. Cheese. I ain't lying. We got it. We good. So he even they were getting so much stuff out of that thing that they could use that he even called and had asked his mom or somebody if they could take his baby mama to work while he keep working and stuff and cleaning out the stuff. So that's what I saw today, and I got the confirmation it's going to be okay out there, and that's where the real work has to be done. It can't be done here on Facebook. It can't be done here on YouTube because all this right here is just a lie. I'm telling you, it's a lie. It doesn't work. The appliance repair business. The appliance repair business is what you need. Is what you need. That's what pulled me out. We're not all these people who've been making these courses and stuff on YouTube. They gone. They're gone, and or they trying everything they can to generate a sale. I mean, they selling hard, or they selling hard. This morning, when I got to the job site, I was laughing. I got to the job site about 6:37. I know what time the inspectors was going to be there. And I just want to make sure I had everything ready. It was a girl out there about the same time, and she was walking as y'all say, walking the scroll hard. Boy, she was trying to. She must have woke up this morning and said she needs some money because she was walking hard trying to pick up a sale early that morning. And that's where those YouTubers are doing now. They trying to generate a sale any way possible. Anything they can do to generate a sale, but it's no longer there, and they don't have the business acumen to actually build a business. I was lucky that I knew how to build a real business, and I could actually jump back in and do what I'm doing. But those guys, they don't have it. The young ladies, they don't have it. They're not gonna be able to do it. They tell you all the time about they have these businesses, they have this staff working for them, they got these projects, but we never get to see them. We never get to see them. Y'all see me out there. Y'all saw me out there sweating. Y'all, and I'm telling you, to go do what I'm gonna tell you this. If you don't have a skill set and that can generate you $100 an hour or more, don't you go out there trying to build nothing from the ground up. Don't you go out there trying to do it. It will break you. That small shipping container, 8x10 shipping, 8x20 shipping container, and that little small piece of land, building that out by myself through my cash and stuff. If I did not have appliance repair, it would have taken me under. It would have taken me under building that little bit. And that's with me, with an ice cream parlor behind me, with another nice little sum of income behind me, my savings and all that. It has taken everything I have to get that thing up and going. And don't you all go out there trying to do it. If you listen to these people telling you can go out there with no money and a credit card, it ain't gonna happen. You don't do it. I'm telling you, do not do it. It's too much money that you have to get that thing going right, and too much stuff that you have to do. Just think if I had to pay all these skilled trades and stuff. Just think if I had to pay all of them to go out there and take care of it for me. You know, and I couldn't. I would have went under. I would have went under. But because of the skilled trades that I know, and because of the businesses that I have behind me, I was able to sustain and keep moving. And so I want to tell you all, don't do it. Don't believe this YouTube stuff is not going to get you in trouble. These people who got you on YouTube and they talk about all this stuff, they doing this and that, and we never get to see it. Don't believe it. Don't believe it because you're not seeing a real business come together. What you're seeing here is a real business come together. And the same thing. I was looking at, hey, these businesses, I could build my businesses and then teach everybody else how to actually do the same business as I do to keep all us moving in the right direction, building everything out. Can't do that either. You can't do that, especially if you want to be running your own business. If you need that business to make your money, you're gonna have to hold back because what happens? I'm there. I'm looking in the ice cream business owners group. We have an ice cream business owner group, and I see somebody what's it called talking about um, uh, getting the actual blast freezer. And I've been wondering, man, every time I go look for a blast freezer, they're gone or their prices are so high. Every time I go bid something. And I saw somebody over in the mountains of North Carolina uh, saying somebody asked about buying a Emery Thompson blast freezer for about $12,000, and they're like, "Nah, don't do that. Go to the North Carolina State Surplus website." A guy told me about it, and I got me a blast freezer. I got me a lab freezer for $69. Works perfect. And I looked. I said, "Man, now everybody's there looking for that same stuff that I'm looking for." So I say, okay, can't tell my stuff while I'm out here. The stuff that I figure out, I can tell the stuff that's that's known all around. That's basic stuff about the ice cream business. But my little nuances and stuff that I figured out that gives me a competitive edge, I gotta hold that stuff in now because now I need this to actually make my money. I need it to actually make my money, and so I'm gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the comments. But I'm telling you all, you gotta get back into the trades. You gotta get back into the trade. You might be gone. It might be too late because, like I said, the Hispanics they not only are they doing the trades, but now, like I just said, I saw today, they're training them to be the actual inspectors. So those guys are going to be now. They got a whole vertical integration of that. Where what Dr. Claude Anderson been telling us, they not only are they owning the trades and stuff, now they're becoming the inspectors. So now you pretty much done. You pretty much done. And instead of you all taking on and going into that appliance repair like I told you to, and stuff, you gone. You gone. Did you see the NBA draft? You ain't gonna be able to get into the NBA anymore. They don't want you there. They don't want you there. They're going overseas, getting people from France, Serbia. It don't matter. They're not going out to the projects and getting nobody's gonna be coming up there. They got to deal with gun charges and you haven't you doing all this stuff that they can't market across the world to. They don't want you. They don't care how well you shoot a jump shot. They don't want you. You better do like LeBron James does. You better build your business and put your own kids on. Don't and forget about people saying they're not worthy of being there. So who cares? You make sure your family is okay. Build your own and make sure your family is okay. You can do it with the appliance repair business and start training your family and stuff and get going. Because otherwise, I don't know how you're gonna do it. I don't know how you're gonna do it. Don't know how you're gonna get out of this thing. Because, like I say, I just don't know how you're gonna do it. I seriously, other than appliance repair, what you gonna do? They lie to you, telling you, oh, go get into the skilled trades. And then they telling you to get into the skilled trades to go to a trade school. You don't learn how to be an electrician or HVAC or plumber by going to community college. You learn that by going and getting on somebody a job site, and you become an apprentice. The same way you learn appliance repair. You don't learn appliance repair by setting up in somebody school for 2 weeks or a month or so. You learn appliance repair by going out there, giving you some service calls and running those service calls out there in the field. That's the same way you learn the trades. What you want to do, I'll be honest, you need to be thinking about your kids. You might be too far gone. If you're in your 40s and 50s and stuff right now, and you don't have the money to actually get into appliance boot camp. You don't have the money to go to Fred's Appliance, Dryer, SSG. They several $1,000s. You ain't got the money to get into those. You better start going and find out who's running for the school board. And you got to start for it because you ain't got no money to put your kids through college. You ain't got no money to pay for them to go to the community college. So what you need to do, you need to be going to those school boards and you got to be telling them, bring those skilled trades back into these schools. So my kids and grandkids won't have to be in the same predicament I am. I want you to bring those skilled trades back and demand them to bring engineering, coding, and all that stuff from out of the universities back into the school system. So when your kids graduate, they will have an actual trade or skill set they can take to the marketplace. You're gonna have to do that. That's the only way you're gonna get it. Otherwise, you're not gonna make it out. People been working, like I said, my peers, people my age, 50 years old, done work their whole life in corporate America, and then come down here and try to then they work the whole life in corporate America, trying to get to retirement. They get to 50 and they cutting them out the door left and right. And what they're gonna do? They're afraid to take the money little money they do have, which ain't for a couple of months. They're afraid to put that into something and try to build something. But that's all they got. They not, a lot of them didn't never they upsized houses 2 or 3 times, and then they took home equity loans, HELOCs out and stuff. They got payments. They stuck, and they drive all these nice cars. They stuck, and in their mid 50s now, early 50s, and don't have nowhere to go. And they can't get back into corporate America and make the money that they made. So I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna read some of this stuff, then I'm getting out of here. Mike Reed, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for joining in. Stoker Reviews, let's go, Mike. All right. Yep, Mike Reed in the building. Shout out to Mike Reed. I was out last night fixing an oven from the information that Mike's been putting out. Made me great money. Also, I got to meet a nice crew. They're doing that. They're doing like the hood vent cleaning. So I got to talk to them. Great stuff. Yep, Mike Reed in the building. What's going on, 89 Dr. Funk? Say what's up, fellas. Stoker Reviews. Mike, put a fan on your phone to keep it from overheating. Nah. What I need to do is put that phone up and do some work. That's what I need to do. So what I'm going to start doing, I might go more into the. I am going to go more into like what WWHVAC does. I like the way he does stuff. Where he's out there and actually working and doing those repairs and taking you along. I'm going to start doing more stuff like that on my projects. Not so much where I'm actually coming in and actually and having this dialogue. I'm going to actually have you all out on the field, kind of like WWHVAC. I love the way he does it. Yeah, Mike Reed's doing an excellent job in my place. He's running the third leg hard for you. Yep, I appreciate it too. And I watch, I watch, and I really enjoy it. Hey, nah, Dr. Funk. The young kids want to be inspired, man. They just don't have anyone to give them. That's what he said. That's one of the guys told me. He said, man, we need some mentors out here, man. He said, we want to do it, but we don't have nobody that can tell us how to do it. Nobody. It was like, we need mentors out here. So it might be a thing that works out good for me. Yep, skilled trades, y'all. Skilled trades. Hey, how you doing, Elo Appliance videos? Okay, yeah, it was all BS selling courses. I hope they invested all the money they made selling fake drinks. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Because we never see anything. We never saw anything come out of it. That's how you know they didn't invest. They tried to start some legitimate businesses, a lot of them, and then they realized, nah, this is too hard. I'm gonna go back to the courses, because that's another thing too with the courses. The courses is easy because you ain't got to put no money out there. No, doing what I do here in the ice cream parlor, this is harder. This is a harder way to make money than the appliance repair. I love appliance repair because you really can be broke and go. You can start the day off broke, and you can come back with $800 in your pocket by the end of the afternoon. Versus this ice cream, that don't work like that. You know, in order for me to make $800, I gotta first spend about $1,500. So that's how I'm gonna have to get my money. And that's why I keep telling people, A lot of times with the ice cream, the way I'm doing it now, where we're constantly growing and expanding, and we get more and more sales every week. I don't really catch no money until probably around right now. It's gonna probably be around end of July, August, where I catch money. Because what happens, I have to take a large sum of money, go out and buy the products and stuff to make the ice cream. And then once I sell it, the profit that I normally would get, I have to reinvest it to get a bigger load of product for the bigger sales we got the next week. So every week the sales get bigger and bigger. So any money that I will have as a profit, I got to plow it right back into the ice cream parlor to get more product and bigger product. So your money is constantly just out there working. It's getting bigger, and I have a bigger lump sum, but I don't get my money close. I don't get my money till closer to the end of the season when it starts to die off, and I ain't got to buy as much product and stuff. Then my money start coming, and that's when I take the money, and I done like I done here last time. At the end of the season, I have a nice little chunk of change. I can then come out and actually then renovate the place, do some changes and stuff, upfit it, and have enough cash saved over so when the next year start, I can do the same thing. So I'm figuring this out. I'm figuring it out. 89 Dr. Funk. Yes, sir. Skilled trades put some serious food on the table for our folks. Yes, it did. All right, here we go. DK from the Rockets. What's going on, man? It's never too late to get into the skilled trades because of demand for work. But we may miss our chance to be in charge and have the most powerful and have the most power, unfortunately. Yeah, I think what happens, it gets to a time where your body just won't let you go into the skilled trade. I'm at the point now. Let me see. That's about as far as I can lift this arm up. Just damage to my shoulder, and I need to go get my rotator cuff and stuff replaced. Elbow messed up. I don't have the energy to get up and down. I definitely couldn't crawl and pull no wire up under no house. I definitely can't go in no attic and stuff no more and work like I used to. It's just that your body just won't allow you to do it. The skilled trades, to be out there humping and laboring and stuff, it's a young man's job. When you get to be my age, it's more so of a supervisory mentor job where I need to be running crews, not be part of a crew. So it gets to a place where your body, where you could just jump in and try to become a master. You get to a place where your body just won't allow you to do it. And like I say, me back in the day, I could jump out there with that grubbing hole and that pickaxe and that shovel. It wouldn't bother me one bit. Now when I get out there, oh man, it'll kill me. It'll kill me. Frank Evans, my friend tried calling a couple of HVAC classes here in Dallas, and the instructor told him they only teach Hispanic classes. Shake my, yeah, I told you, man. I was looking, those young men in their community, they've been in Rocky Mount all their life. They are actually forced to go through the trash and try to pull out a living by going through the trash. And right across the street, you got people who can't even speak English. I know, because I've been over there, and only one guy speak English. They tell me, no habla English. They point to me, point to the other guy, English. They can't speak English. They making $80, $100 an hour. They're doing it, and like I say now, the town are training the Hispanics to actually to be the inspectors. And you go into the inspection department, you gotta have somebody bilingual there because a lot of the contractors coming in are bilingual. So you're getting out of it. We're getting pushed out where the only thing you're gonna be able to do is do some crime. Right now, even rap done got to the point now. It ain't about making good music. It's about waiting for somebody to come kill you. That's all you rap about: killing somebody, waiting for somebody to come kill you. So it's just crazy. They networking. Mike Reed, plenty of work on the commercial side. You saw that vent cleaning. You saw the vent hood cleaning just the other day. Yeah. Plenty of work, man. Like I say, because I've been busy doing this right here. So many people, I told them I can't come to them. They said they're gonna wait because they ain't got nobody else they can call. It was plenty of work. Ice, white ice. Okay. Yeah, WWH is the man, no doubt, no doubt. Quentin Hodge. Hey, Mike and ABC fam. Hey, what's going on, Quentin? But yeah, so I just want to come to you all real quick. Just let you all know. Don't get caught up with this YouTube stuff. Seriously, get into building real businesses. I would say skilled trades. If you're a young man, either a young woman, get into the skilled trades. Where you can actually get in and start your own business. Appliance repair is the best one that I've seen, that I've been in, especially now where if you have to wait for somebody to train you and give you a job. I would say go to appliance repair, start your own business, get it up and running, then let your kid or your grandkid go and get a contractor's license in electrical, plumbing, or HVAC. But up until then, you take the appliance repair while it's still available for you to be to start without having a license, and you go out there and you make your money and support your family that way, and then you let the next generation come behind you and get into those contractor's license and stuff, and get out there and make your money that way. That's the only way I've been able to do the things that I do. It's dark here. Let me turn the light on one time real quick. Okay, that looks better. But that's the only way you're going to be able to get in there and make the money and do what you need to do. That's the only way I was able to get in there and make my money. All right. So with that being said, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Getting ready to get out of here. I've been here too long already. I'll be back next Thursday. You'll see me next week. Next week, we got a couple of 4th of July celebrations we're going to be doing with the ice cream parlor, and I'll be back at the shipping container, wrapping it up, showing you the work that I'm doing to actually clean it up for the inspector. Everything goes well, we'll be okay. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you all so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.